3 things I wish I knew sooner about LA dating that would have completely changed my life. Don't date men from the West Side. Sorry, not sorry, but no matter what age, race, nationality, they're all frat bros who are emotionally unavailable, don't know how to properly come correct or court you, so it's just save yourself the trouble. They all present really well. I know that super cute guy that you met at the bungalow wearing a button down short sleeve shirt seemed like he had everything going for him. After you texted him and he's been ghosting you for at least 3 days, you should know. Just don't do it, okay? Don't date men that don't have a car. I mean, that should be a given for any place that you are, but especially here in LA. So make sure you ask them that before you show up to the date, and then you find out that they're Ubering there and meeting you, and you're not even supposed to be drinking on this date, so you're like, why are you taking an Uber? You do not have a car? And then at that point, they're in the Uber and it's too late to back out. Just don't do it to yourself. And finally, the man plans the date. Don't fall for the, oh, so what do you think we should do? Just don't do it.
From my experience dating in LA, I've started to gather that all of the men, literally all of them, are basically looking for a girl that's a model or very close to it. And there are so many beautiful girls here. It's unbelievable. I see somebody every day that I'm like, holy shit. But with that being said, they then complain that no one here has personality. And I'm just here to say that we actually are here. There's actually a lot of us. We might just not look like Kendall Jenner. Our dating app photos might just not be the cover of Vogue, And in turn, that's made me very unattracted to most of the guys here, because I really value my personality, and that just doesn't seem to be a major priority here. And so what do? I don't want to move out of the city. I actually love LA. It's so big. There's so much to do here. The weather is amazing. I really need the sun for my health. So somebody help.
There is a hunger epidemic on Hinge in LA. Every girl on Hinge in LA, if you say, let me take you out for a dinner date, they'll say yes instantly. I just got on Hinge a month ago, and the amount of girls I've taken to fancy dinner dates now, I don't even know how much money I spend now. It's crazy. You mentioned sushi date, you mentioned a place, a nice place, instantly they're down. And I don't even know if they want a relationship anymore. It's they just want dinners and food, and I don't know what's going on. Are they just hungry? Are they not getting food at home? Do women in LA on Hinge just not have food? They're just hungry as hell and they just want to eat. So I don't know. I'm happy taking them out for dinner dates. I make enough money to be able to feed half of the LA population on Hinge, and that's fine. I love going to fancy places, so that's cool. But I don't know if this is happening in any other city too, or it's just the Hinge in LA. But let me know.
Everybody talks about how bad dating in LA is, but I don't think you guys understand truly just how bad it is. I forget this one time this guy I was talking to, and when I say talking to, I mean very, very casually. There were so many red flags, but one thing about me is I am no better than a man. And when the face card is there, I'm so sorry. I will give you a little bit more of a pass. Anyways, me and this guy were talking for 2 weeks, and one day he disappears. He has done this to me before, where he'll talk to me for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden just randomly disappear. This is the second time, so I'm like, screw this. You're cute, but I'm over this. So we were in each other's close friends. After he just randomly stops answering me, he swipes on my story like nothing happened, and I'm like, oh my god, so funny that you can say something to me after you just randomly stopped answering me. It gives me some feel of oh, texting is so hard for me. Why do you think I just swipe up on your stories consistently because it's easier? Men, they always have some stupid excuse. At the end of the day, I am a Leo and my ego gets quite bruised, so mostly I was stretching this out because he was very attractive, and literally, why are you not in love with me? He tells me basically hey, I'm in this place, but when I come back to LA, I'll see you. I'm already okay, sure. At this point, I'm so over it. So I end up seeing a story of him at Pilates with a girl. Now, I am quite literally insane and have a little bit too much free time on my hands. I tend to be on set for hours and I'm literally not doing anything, so I'm very nosy and I just be all up in people's business. I am truly the bitch that y'all are trying to avoid posting, because it be me, I be in y'all's business. So I knew that this was his ex-girlfriend. So I'm like, oh my god, he's back in LA and he's hanging out with his ex-girlfriend. But one thing about me, I respect the history, okay, baby? We all got an ex we can't move on from. But one thing I do not mess around with is a man that cannot move on from his ex-girlfriend. So I was like, oh yeah, no, this is dead. But of course, me and my little ego. My birthday was gonna be in a week. So I was like, I'm gonna drop these birthday pictures. He's gonna see how good I look. He's gonna tell me happy birthday and I'm gonna show his ass. Girl, what is this, your first day dealing with men? I know when men don't like you, they just don't like you. It doesn't matter how good you look. If he don't like you, he don't like you. Eventually, I regained my brain cells a couple days later, right before my birthday, and I'm like, you know what, screw this guy. I block him, I delete his number. I literally did not know him well enough to be acting like this. Sometimes the ego just really comes out. And I can't lie, it hurt a little. It hurt a little. I haven't really had that happen to me, so I was like, This is crazy. One day I'm on the way to dinner and I get a screenshot from my friend from his close friends. I literally open this photo and it's a picture of him posted up in the bathroom with the Casa Amor girl. Man's schedule was so busy. He had to text me every day. Then he had Pilates on Monday with his ex-girlfriend. Then he got the Casa Amor girl in the bathroom on Friday. If he's not still in love with his ex, he's dating the girl you've seen on TV. If he's not dating the girl he's seen on TV, he's dating the Instagram baddie you follow. And if he's real talented, he's doing it all. I love it here.
When it comes to dating in Southern California, LA, Orange County specifically, if that person lives 30 minutes away from you, that is considered a long distance relationship. In reality, 30 minutes literally anywhere else in California is 30 minutes, but down in Southern California, that is damn near an hour and could push 2 sitting in traffic. Just keep that in mind. If you want to keep things local, totally get it. If you want to do that long distance, I just hope you have gas money, because gas is like $6 or more a gallon.
Single man in LA, just go downtown. Like, one, all the baddies be downtown, and they rent is like 5-6 bands a month, so they're doing very well for themselves. And under normal circumstances, you would probably be out of their league. I ain't gonna lie. If she paying that much in rent, you gotta have some money. You feel me? But only thing is, she lives in downtown. You know what that means? She literally has to step over crackheads just to get to her car each and every single morning. Just to get to the coffee shop, she's gotta walk through zombies. So if you look halfway decent, that's gonna be a refresher for her. Like, oh, like at this point, your competition are homeless people. You feel me? So I like your chances, bro. I like your chances. Every time I go to downtown LA, I always get hit on. You feel me? And I might not even be the most attractive person. It's just the fact that look at my competition. It's crazy. Real life crazy.
Ever wondered what it's like dating in LA? Well, I went on a date last week and I always take an Uber to my dates. I don't know what it is. I always do, especially if there's drinking. I come from Vegas, biggest DUI place ever. Drinking and driving really has messed me up mentally. So I take an Uber and we have 1 to 2 drinks. Dave just wasn't vibing. And to tell me that he was not vibing with me and he wasn't going to take me home, which is okay. I can get my own Uber back. I'm a big girl. He goes, I don't normally do this, but my Tesla's on 5%. Homie, just say you're not feeling it. Have a great night. It was nice to meet you. You don't have to pull up. The Tesla's on 5%. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Single, in my 40s, not on dating apps. Happy about that. No longer stressed. Fuck dating, brother and sister. It sucks. Spend time with yourself. Journal. Talk to your friends. Call your friends. Call your family. Tell your family you hate dating. Tell your family you hate dating and that you're journaling more. Tell your family that because you're journaling about hating dating, it's opening up free space in your mind. Tell the space in your mind that's free that you hate dating and that you love telling your family about it. Journal about your shitty dating experiences so that you can remind yourself, hello, dog walking alone? Where's your owner? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to date if you're single. Man, I was a serial dater, and now I'm celibate. Fuck Los Angeles dating.
This is the one right here, and I'ma tread lightly because I know people be in their feelings when it comes to race and all of that. But when it comes to California, yes, there are black men. But if you're a certain type of woman and you're looking for a specific type of black man, in my opinion, when we're talking about sophistication and all of that, they're not here in LA. They're just not here. And if they are here, they don't like black women. So her comment definitely is on point. As far as, there being no black men. Now, when you go to the East Coast, that's where you can find a black man of sophistication, that has a great job and is doing well for himself and is not wearing skinny jeans, But LA, whew, honey, the black men out here, some of them, honestly, they really just don't like black women. They're looking for a specific type of aesthetic. And if you don't fit that, then you're out of luck, in this dating scene. And I'm finding that, if you're a black woman and you're really true to yourself and true to who you are, and you're not conforming and doing, everything that these other girls are doing out in the streets, they don't want you. They don't want the good girls anymore. They want the easy ones. They want the ones with the BBLs. They want the ones, that I don't even know what they want, honestly. Maybe y'all can chime in the comments. But to be honest with you, LA really is not a great place to date. In my opinion, I feel like if I lived like on the East Coast or something, I probably would be better off because black men out there actually like black women.
Attention to all of the singles in LA, me included. The farmers markets are starting to become like the clubs back in the day. Every time I go, I've seen a guy hit on a girl, like walk up to her and just be like, oh my God, you're the prettiest girl I've ever seen. I just have to stop and talk to you. Every age group, from super young, where we used to hang out at the movie theaters, now they're coming to farmers markets with their friends, all the way up to like 30s, 40s. They will come in groups. They will come meet their friends. It's no longer just for families because, when I was always thinking like it's just for families and I always go, but no. People are getting hit on left and right. Honestly, I don't blame them. Someone with the same like eating habits that loves healthy food, organic, I love this.
A 6'5" man
Body chill.
with tattoos who works in tech, who's pretty successful, who has a really fucking cute pug, who loves to travel. I am having a very hard time dating in LA. Oh yeah, did I forget to say I'm like very emotionally available too? I feel like people love an emotionally available person until they're actually with that person. And then they quickly realize like, hey, we're going to make you talk about your feelings and talk about like deep shit and like get into the weeds of things. Then all of a sudden you find out that they really don't like an emotionally available person. Like I think a lot of people want dating to be really easy, and in ways dating should be really easy. It should feel easy. There should be so many things about dating that are easy, but also like dating should challenge you. You should be with a partner who's going to challenge you to make yourself better, who's going to challenge you to answer hard questions, who's going to like challenge you to look in the mirror to constantly improve yourself. Not in the sense of like physical improvement, but in the sense of like we should all try to be a little bit better tomorrow than we were yesterday. But if we fall short, that's okay. We're also understanding. Dating would be so much fun here, and fuck, it sucks.
To meet men in LA that look at you like that in a place that might surprise you. Now I know I said that the Penmar was the place to meet sexy white men, and it is. But I also want you to know that it is a space that includes diversity, welcomes all people who like to have a good time, meet new people, and flirt a little bit. So I wanted to show love and highlight all of the men of other races and ethnicities that I've met at the Penmar. And of course, some familiar faces. Speaking of that, some of you have commented that you felt like the Penmar was a hard crowd to infiltrate on your first time. I understand that this can be an intimidating place for a new person. Definitely feels like everyone knows each other. So I'm gonna give you some tips on how to have the best Penmar experience. Bring a blanket and get there early to secure a prime location on the lawn. Strike up conversations with the people around you while you're online for the bathroom, the bar, or some food. Or while you're grabbing a promotional freebie from one of their sponsors like Olay Cocktails. And if you're single, grab a bracelet and wear it proudly. And definitely pay the corkage fee to bring your own wine.
A friend of mine was visiting last week and we went out to a party. Cute as fuck. The music was great. Beautiful people everywhere. Beautiful black people everywhere. I'm in LA. She's coming from New York. Me and my girls, whenever we go out, we are a time. We dance. We're cute and we dance. So it's not like you don't see us. And she made a comment where she was like, these guys are just standing around looking at us. Like, why is no one approaching? And some other girls overheard and butted in and was like, that's what LA do. They just look. We started this whole thing of like, they want to be approached or they expect to be, like, I don't know what it is. I've only been out here a year. That is very much the sentiment of a lot of parties where there's gorgeous women everywhere. There's beautiful men, but they're not approaching. And, we had a little discussion about that. To add to that, there is this feeling where like in a regular discourse that like black men are not checking for black women in LA. I do think that's true. However, I just left Leimert Park. I go to a cafe over here at least once a week. I'm wearing a t-shirt, some shorts, hairs in twists. Like I don't feel ugly, but I'm not like doing my big one or anything. if you need a boost, or if you feel like you are not beautiful and want to be around people of color and black men and women, come down to Leimert Park. Do not be scared to go south of the 10, because I feel so beautiful. I feel so beautiful. This man literally was like, hey, let me just tell you, you got natural hair and you're pretty. Good job. And like, not that I'm chasing for men's affirmation, but in a city like LA where there are beautiful people everywhere, where I'm attracted to black men and want to feel seen and admired, like maybe you need to switch up and go in places where you're loved and seen and appreciated. Leimert Park is a special place, and I heard about that before I even moved out here. Whether it's just finding community, whether it's sitting in a coffee shop and seeing and meeting other creatives in the space, but also to walk down and be admired in like regular, like not even doing too much, feels nice. It feels really nice.
Okay guys, we're at the bungalow in Santa Monica and we're gonna ask some guys what their biggest red flag is. What is your biggest red flag in women?
Bad communication.
That's mine too.
Yeah, we got a lot in common.
What's your biggest red flag in women?
Well, I'm 6'3", but it would be height thing, but guess what? I don't gotta worry about it. Whoops.
What is your biggest red flag in women?
If their makeup is like really bad during the day and they're only good looking when they go out at night.
Oh shit. Okay. What is your biggest red flag in women?
Taking photos of food as soon as you sit down for a meal.
I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I do that. And what is your biggest red flag in women?
Multiple dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Emotional issues.
Okay, what is your biggest red flag in women?
If she doesn't have any long-term friends.
That's actually a really, really good one.
Nice. If she doesn't have like long-term friends of over like 5-6 years, then that's a super red flag.
I agree with that. Right on. What's your biggest red flag in women?
It's makeup, and I'll tell you why. I have a rule. The first date is always at a pool or a water park. That way we know exactly who they are.
That is an exposing one. Okay. What's your biggest red flag in women?
You gotta be when women tell lies.
That's a standard one, and I love that. We needed to hear that today. Okay, what is your biggest red flag in women?
Insecurity.
Okay, and what kind of insecurity? Like?
Mostly trust.
What is your biggest red flag in women?
When a girl calls me when I'm playing Xbox, it's the worst. Like, come on.
So what do you do for fun?
Pilates, Sephora, Air One.
What do you get at Air One?
The Hailey Bieber smoothie.
Oh, they're all the same.
What?
Yeah, same. So what do you do for work?
I'm an actress, model, influencer.
Sugar baby.
What?
Should we get some sugar, baby? So do you go out a lot?
No, I don't really go out a lot. I don't
really
party a lot.
Because you're not that type of girl?
Yes.
So you be tired a lot?
I be tired a lot.
You know what height is?
Oh my god, I love heights.